The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored on behalf of Nutrient Survival by DS Simon Media.
No one wants to slip into their later years with a failing memory or inability to think clearly. Peter Castleman shares some tips and advice on how to use nutritious food to help support your brain health and cognitive function.
Good morning, Peter. How are you doing today?
Just great, Brad. Thanks for having me on.
Well, I'll tell you, this is an important topic, and I have to say maybe I'm in that age range where, of course, I get the brain fog. My brain isn't always kind of like working the right way I want to. So that's what we're talking about, because it's important to maintain enhanced brain health, and nutrients are crucial to this, and that's what we're going to talk about. So why are nutrients so important with us in our brain health?
Well, our brains are spectacular. I mean, they control all the bodies. And the most amazing thing about our brains is they're designed to regenerate, neuroregeneration. They're not designed to decline. They're not designed to have brain fog if we take care of them. And taking care of them starts with nutrient-dense foods. And unfortunately, in the last 50 years or so, we've moved away from nutrient-dense foods to high grain, high process, a lot of artificial stuff that's not feeding the brains what it needs. And we control that. 97% of our brain health, we control.
And I love that you are embarking on a journey to better brain health, which is so important. So let's talk about the resources that you recommend to support, of course, this journey you're doing, but for other people too.
Well, this is near and dear to my heart. You can see I'm in that range that I really care about. I'm a senior, but I've had a couple of parents. I've had bad dementia, and it's heartbreaking. And you see that, and you got to do something about it. What we did with my co-author Eric Christensen with this Eat to Think book is try to collect all this good information out there and make it very easy, simple, human to absorb this. I think we referenced 92 studies and all that, but this is something a child can understand. And what we're trying to do is make it very easy to get to that point. Probably the most important thing that we have in here is what we call the 6 pillars of brilliance. And there's really 6 things, if you can bring into your life, will really make a difference. And that's nutrition, physical exercise, mental exercise, sleep, lowering your stress, and love in your life. Those 6 things are really powerful pillars for having your brain maintain its performance for the rest of your life.
Wow. I like where you said one, and that's love in your life. That's something people don't think about when it comes to, of course, our brain health and eating right. Am I right?
Yeah, eating is the foundation, because if you eat well, it feeds those other 6 things. But these other 6 things are very important. And when people say lifestyles, they think diet and exercise. Sure, diet is really important. Exercise is one of the 6 pillars, but there's all these other things that you bring peace and happiness into your life. It can make a big difference. And all our research says, don't just stop at eating nutrient-dense food. Bring all these other good things into your life, and we try to explain that. I tell you, I mean, just sleep. There's a cell called the microglia cell in your brain that works when you sleep. If you don't sleep enough, it can't work. And it's things like that that are pretty cool when you get down to it. But we try to simplify all this for everyone.
Yeah, I want to touch upon quickly supplements. That's something that you talk about, people using supplements and using them the right way and healthy way, right?
Yes, I'm a big fan of supplements. But remember, supplements emerged in 1994 under the Shea Act, and they emerged mainly because we were taking nutrients out of our foods. So if you can get your needed nutrients via foods, it's much more powerful, because it starts your body moving, the bioavailability and the absorption is much greater. Example is we created these bars, which are called omega-3 bars, which are delicious. They're really good. But this has more. This has equal amount of omega-3 as a fillet of salmon. Now you could take a of fish oil and so on. But it's we believe it's much more powerful if you can get your needed nutrients via foods. But again, I'm a fan of supplements, and to the degree that you can't find foods that you need, go do it.
Wow. Peter, this is so important information. And again, I love, I want to talk to you more, but where can I find more information?
So our book is named Eat to Think. So, you know, being brilliant, we said eattothink.com. So go to eattothink.com and you can get a free download. We'll actually send you some of our nutrient-dense foods, and it's a nice path to really changing your life. If you buy the book, we're give 100% of the proceeds to a 501c. We're not going to make any money off of this. This is a mission of love that we are trying to, you know, make a difference in people's lives of something that is critical, and that's our cognition for forever.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Peter, I'm heading over there right now because I need to eat to think for myself, too. So I thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Well, thanks for having me, and thanks for addressing such an important topic.
It is.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored on behalf of Nutrient Survival by DS Simon Media.